Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of times.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team has been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back and they get after quarterbacks.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack it to the ground. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it's just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they...
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up the fumble at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. All right, I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They're in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll ride his man on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He's got him. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
Back to pass. It's Manning. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Anderson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. We love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, he'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pressure gets there. Down he goes at the 18. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Really good job on the coverage team. They'll make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They even things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Lagway. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to go up top. And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They want to run it left here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it along the sideline. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The short completion. Let's see if they go back to the air. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on third down.
What a disappointment. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Stopped almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no pressure. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his spot. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pressure coming. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass route, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge, like they did a great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Makes the grab. It's buried. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And that is a huge touchdown touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's loose down the middle. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Ellis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, a running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set them a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Got the quick pass. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Durham. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got him still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown by Bengal. Fit it in the window for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll try the run. Chips his way for more. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had a really productive 1st half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anything. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring 1st half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help some.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss sweep right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Back to throw, it's Wagway. Grab near the marker, it's Watkins. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. Makes the catch. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. LSU lining up 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lockett. He's loose. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give him the lead. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on in the second half.
After the filthy move, he's got room. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to throw, it's Manning. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it slips just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Toss to the outside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for room. It's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Blasted as he lets it go. And the missed connection on third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Got a man, it's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Wants to throw it. Throws for the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see it just doesn't...
Into the end zone he goes. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Manning. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 30 and still right. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that line from running down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texans!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Just keep slinging it. That's reeled in. It's Moore.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great way to play.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on into the score. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about loss. You have to sell out to get the ball back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
As they come to the line on second down, ordinarily you might go up top, but they need to keep this one on the ground, keep that clock winding. Scanning the field, it's Manning. And the pressure will get there. The sack, down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. He really needs to get away a good kick here. Makes the catch right at the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Toss the coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Tiger. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Good, great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. And those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Dropping back, it's Manning. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he reels it in inside the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU just hoping to run out the clock. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Through the air, it's Manning. He'll pull it down and run.